What is up YouTube, it is Matty and welcome to this video where it's a full war recap and I am currently sat in a clan called Curmudgeons. A long time ago I did a war against them. I can't remember the name of the clan I was sat in, maybe they can help me out in the comments section, but fair play, elite war clan, it's exactly what, you know, I like visiting these sorts of places, get to see some cool attacks, make some good content from it, get to practice my own attacks and maybe, you know, flaunt my stuff a little bit. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my stay so far with these guys. Been awesome. Two wars now, and this is the recap of the first war. I just wanted to say I have changed the way I record slightly. I've eliminated a little box I had to use before, something called HDCP, but I'm able to just flick a setting off now, which is pretty awesome, meaning I'm just using capping straight from the Ava media, which is exactly what I wanted to begin with. So if there is a quality difference in a good or a bad way, let me know. Anyway, let's jump into the war recap. So it is versus qeep or qeep. I don't know how to pronounce that. It was an absolute slam of a result, to be fair, and if you look at the, I think it was up to like down to 17 were Town Hall 10s, so there was a good number of Town Hall 10 3-stars. There was some Town Hall 10 on 10 action, lots of GoVaHos, there was some 11 on 10 dips, so all sorts of good content I can show. A couple of Town Hall 9 raids as well that I'm quite excited to show you guys, so yeah, all in all, solid war. If we look at the actual statistics, 22 3-stars versus 5, it was a bit of an it was a lot of an absolute annihilation. So yeah, let's jump in. The first one we're going to show is number 23, which is an attack by Jimmy, and you can see here it's a GoHo. There is Valkyries in the CC, only 3, that's all you can fit in, and that'll just help add a little firepower in. The only issue that I see or saw when I watched the deployment, which is what you guys should always be careful of, is when you are using Valkyries, you need to protect them. You need to treat them like gold. So if you're going to throw them in before the CC's been pulled, they're going to run up ahead. They're going to be the things that target the CC. And if we look at their health, they're not going to last very long at all. So 1's dead, 2's dead, and 3's dead now. So Valkyries were completely wasted, and might as well have had an extra golem in there because they did nothing of any value. So if you're going to use Valkyries, just get those golems in first, get something else in first, a tank for them, or get the CC killed before you start the raid, because once that's down, you're gonna get much better value out of them, because this one they were kind of wasted. But sorry guys, I don't quite know what happened there. The video glitched slightly, but we're back on track now by the look of it. And the hogs are working quite nicely through the base. They have missed an arch tower, which is, in fact, a single legendary hog rider went and got him. But a good strong amount of hogs left here. He's managed to hit most of the, if not all of the giant bombs en route. He's got a couple of defences to go, Tesla and mortar. Unless there's a giant bomb there should be no issues whatsoever, and there isn't, so he's all good. Just down to clean up now so I can speed up the raid. Yeah, I mean, wasted Valks, true, but managed to get in a good route in with the hogs, and was able to take down the base for a nice 3-star. So well done to Jimmy there, great attack. Moving in for the next one, let's have a look. I think we're going in on 22. I had a look at J Face's raid, and I think I attacked this base, I can't remember, but he's going with a big GoVaHo, so only 10 hogs. That means he's using a lot somewhere, a lot of troops somewhere. So he's already got 7 Valks. What's in the clan castle, I do wonder. It might be an extra golem, it might be more Valkyries. Either way, it's going to be, he's doing a big kill squad. So what he's doing here, using the queen to sort of, I think as well, this was a mistake, because he did the same walk that I tried, and my queen went anti-clock, whereas his queen goes clockwise. So I don't know if he planned that, or if he just didn't funnel any buildings, and I don't know, because at this point my queen sort of took down the arch. After she took down the arch tower, she pulled back to go and get the air defense. Maybe it's that he wanted her to go that way though, or he didn't funnel wide enough. I don't know. Without talking to him, I can't answer the question. But either way, it didn't matter too much. If we actually start to zoom out now, because the rest of the raid's going to start, there's a golem down. CC hasn't been released yet. Because of that, I'm going to assume it's Valkyries, so he's going in with 10 Valks, which is a huge amount. You're going to need to, well, with that amount you can just break through the base. There they come, look, Valkyries in the clan castle with the king down, and everything's starting to go in now. The queen is getting some good value there. She's not going to come against any air defences, so she's going to keep on walking and helping out. Now the problem is the dragon is there, and it will start taking down the Valkyries' health. The wizards are there to help sort of take it down. Hopefully they'll do it quickly, which they have, and the Valkyries can continue moving through the base. They are starting to sort of get hit a little bit now, but as long as he can keep them heading towards the defences, he'll be okay. He has got a heal spell waiting for them and a jump spell there to get them right through the base, which is an absolute perfect for, placement. Could have placed that heal spell a little bit lower so you caught the outside Valks, I think, but no, it was never going to happen anyway. So yeah, that was that worked out okay. Final Hogs, he's just got to make sure he helps to go and take down the Expo somehow. Good smart use of rage there as well. I really like that. I thought that was great. The Valks are running around the outside. They're not doing any they're just being amazing cleanup agents, to be honest. So Valks multi-purpose 2016 cleanup, kill squad, main attack, whatever you want them for, they'll do something. And I just thought it was a great raid. So yeah, good solid hit there. Next one we're going to show is by Crept, I think. No, the next one I'm going to show by Crept because it was a much better raid in my opinion. But we will show Ratsikis because I failed on this base as well because I'm an absolute noob. All giant bombs on the top side. I tried to do a load of Valkyries and just brute force my way through the base. It didn't quite work out. Too many separated compartments and they ended up just clearing out my Valk. So it was just an over ambitious. I was just doing a little bit of experimenting and testing, to be honest, and it didn't work out. So Ratsiki is going to show us how to actually take down the base, which is quite straightforward. Get rid of the clan castle, send in some Valkyries with your heroes and the golems to tank. Eliminate all the giant bomb threats, use heal spell and jump to get further through the base. And then because you've triggered all giant bombs, you can just spam those hogs in any which way. And yeah, using the fine deployment there, they're just going to do a wave across the bottom side of the base, which is exactly what they need to do. It's really straightforward. Got cleanup down already. He's just going to wipe the base. To be honest, it's really good. So it's with no giant bomb threats. Don't be afraid to just drop all the hogs down, because here it just worked out perfectly. And yeah, good solid raid. Nice planning by Ratzik. As soon as he realised he could eliminate all giant bomb threats with his Valkyries, that meant that the rest of the raid was so susceptible to hogs. So yeah, great hit. 19 with Crept next. Really solid Town Hall 9 hit. So yeah, I love an AQ Walk GoVaHo. I love it when it's done well. This one's done well, which is why I wanted to show this attack from him, because the other one just didn't quite work out as cleanly. So you know, if I'm gonna do a little spotlight of someone's raids or someone's, you know, what they're about on my channel, I'd rather you know, show them at their best, which this is. Well, I don't know if it is his best, but it was better than the other. So anyway, moving past that. Nice queen walk. She's going to go a good way, and you can see the queen walk he's chose is because the air defense is not an issue here. It will not kill his queen on the route past. He can get quite a few air defenses on the route. It's going to all help him out. He's actually going to join in the kill squad, so you can see the golems going in. And what I like here, beautiful patience. Watch the golem. It's going to pull the CC about now. CC's pull starts, gets the jump, the poison down, and then, and only then, when the CC is sort of being dealt with, does he consider dropping the Valkyries. And that is perfect. That's exactly how you should do it if you can, because you want to protect those Valks. Protecting them is key. They've been barely hit by anything, and now they are going through the base. A heal spell there just to help them out, get them through. And now this is where it's all going to start paying off for him. I'm going to zoom out slightly. and you can see the queen is just slapping wall at the moment, but those Valks running deep into the base, and you know what, because he's looked after them so far and given them another heal spell, they're going to just slam through the some walls and going to start taking down some extra compartments for him. Good choice of hog entry at the bottom side there to take down those hogs. Allows the Valkyries to keep moving up through the base. And yeah, it's just... I hope we're going to see a heal spell come off to help the hogs and the Valks that are there left now. Here it's going to come up. It's got to. There we are. And the hogs, a load of hogs left. Great raid. It was just clean. It was solid. Had all the good elements, and it was just a great example of how you should drop your Valkyries. That delayed, get that CC pull, try and even take the CC down if you can, or get on your way to taking it down. If you could have pulled the CC with the Queen, it would have been again a good choice to do it that way, so that then the Golem and the Valkyries definitely weren't going to take damage. So if you are Queen walking, I'd pretty much try to, as best as you can, use the CC kill as part of that walk, because she can take down anything in the CC, and she can take it down well, particularly if you've got poison spell to help her out, if it's something like loons and a dragon that are going to come and sort of do us some quite heavy damage. Anyway, moving on through, we're going to start hitting the Town Hall 10s now, so it's a good, it's 18, let's have a look. No, actually, yeah, this is the last sort of Town Hall 9 raid. It's a Town Hall 9 on a 9.5, I guess you could call it. It's a brand new Town Hall 10, essentially. So, smart, well, so far, 1 air defense is down. 2 air defenses are now down, and he's going to queen walk, and if he can get 2 more air defenses, that is a base that is utterly defenseless. So we're going to find out. I hope he does get both air defenses here. All he would need to do is break in by the mortar. I assume that's what the 4 wall breakers are for. I hope that's what the 4 wall breakers are for, because if there you go, look, Matty right in the raid book, 2016. Anyway, Tesla and Arch Tower doing damage, but once the one's down, she'll start regaining health. Now, when they're both down, she's going to seriously start regaining health. I'm going to zoom out slightly so you can see the dragon coming in at the bottom side. Because you can use dragons, you don't necessarily need to worry about the queen kill. Unfortunately, his queen did die here, which is a little bit of sort of, you know, pooper on his parade, but it didn't matter at the end of the day. The king is getting healed. The wizards have taken down the healers, the little mother trucker, but I think he's going to end up popping that hound as well, but hopefully the king goes and kills that wizard, which I think he just did. It's hard to see on my little screen. But with the dragons just taking down the rest of the base, even if the dragons end up popping the hound, it's not going to be an issue at all. So yeah, the raid's gone pretty well so far. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop it. The only thing with dragons is they are slow and a bit rubbish, particularly when there's things like if they're, you know, storages that they've got to get through, surrounded by defences. You can see the dragons are having to take down the pups now, which was inevitable, I guess, once the hound engaged or got close to the dragons. But the raid is pretty much done. A few dragons left. There we go, and there is the 3-star. So nice to see something different. Double zap quaking the 2 ADs and able to walk the other 2 has just completely opened up the attack, and yeah, awesome. So next one we're going to show, I guess, is, let's have a look at 15. This is a pretty heavy dip, but it's a race that I failed on. I hit 98% on it. I just hogged it. It was I'm so gutted about it. I really am. I just threw hogs in. It had a beautiful walk in it. It was so close if I'd have just made a couple of alterations, but the attack ended up getting cleaned up. I was actually gutted that the attacker that cleaned up my attack didn't use any elements of my raid, so he didn't use the same walk, and it was a good walk. I think the walk was about from like 2 o'clock all the way around to that entry point he's gone in now, so it was just a good value walk. Got the CC kill as part of it, but if you just nerf getting GoVaHo in there with Valks, it's just going to absolutely decimate the base anyway. Throwing a few hogs in just to help clean up a few of those back end defences. I mean, it was an absolute massacre attack, and you know, credit where it's due. I wish it would have been incorporated something of my attacks. I didn't feel completely wasted. The fact that I got the 98%, but hey ho, you can't. You know, it's what it is. Three star is a 3-star, and everyone has their own choice and raid style. Kept the queen ability in the bag there as well. Because there was quite a few Channel 10 triples, I will skip through a few, especially on the dips. But you can see already that the bases are starting to get harder, with a couple of max expos, or at least one max expo there, max inferno towers. I presume there's max Teslas as well. You know, the bases are starting to heat up a little bit. But GoVaHo again, huge amount of Valkyries, big nice wide funnel. Just needs to get the entry point. The jump spells are down. I mean, it isn't actually an issue. I would have dropped the jump spells down about now, but I guess with spell placement, Valkyrie timing, and everything like that, there's so much going on that you probably want to getting the jump spells down early. It's not that much of a bad thing because jump spells last so much longer at level 3, and Valkyries are so quick. So you can see that they're actually going to get through the base in a matter of a few seconds. He's already got the hogs down, going in for the cleanup. So, yeah, I mean, even though the startup was delayed, he did get those jump spells very prematurely. But I guess it doesn't matter as much when you've got when you're sending in so many. Well, because Valkyries move so fast, particularly when you've got a WAD the size he did. The jumps are only just wearing off. Look, and there they go. And at this point, there's no Valkyries left, or they're not going to be taking too much advantage of it anyway, because the hogs are going to be what's cleaning up the final defences. Anyway, again, I'm just saying, I would have waited. I'd have done it a little bit slower. I'd have got the CC pull before I dropped the Valks. Again, I've said that in this video already on that raid, just to make sure they got the most out of them that you possibly could. But it was still a triple, and even though they're 11 on 10 dips, they're not foolproof. You can still miss attacks like this. Next one I'm going to show is by Psycho. So no, I think Psycho gets another one. That was considering he's a Town 11, that was a pretty weak base, so I didn't really want to go through that one. So we are doing some quite a few 11 on 10 hits here. Now, another mass Valkyrie one. This base, again, it's Town 9 sort of level defense. It's got max wizard towers. The cannons are a little bit higher. You know, it's getting there, I guess, but it's still nowhere near max. Doesn't matter though. Anyway, started the raid. The golems are down. He's got the heroes in. Hopefully he's going to get the CC pull at some point soon. The Valkyries are starting to go now. The CC pull has already started though. Huge delay on the Valk drop, so that's perfect. That's actually a really good one, as long as he gets his poison spell down quick enough, which it looks like he hasn't. So slight delay on the poison there. Could have got down a bit quicker, but look at this now. He is doing a big no-no actually, which is attacking 2 Infernos at the same time with Valkyries, like head on. I guess he had the Warden ability. I can't even tell if he's used it because I'm raiding on my phone. He did have the Warden ability, but if it were me, I'd have preferred to have come in at a side to take 1 Inferno on at a time, because it means less Valkyries start getting targeted, which means that they'll survive a little bit longer. So I think the raid could have been a bit... it's difficult because you'd need to get right through the base, and there are some pretty big compartments. So I know I looked at this base as part of the war and was sort of thinking and umming and ahhing as to how I would do it. So I can't argue too much with the choice of the route in, but it's just riskier because obviously the double Inferno. Anyway, now we get to see number 10 on number 11, which is a Town Hall 10 on a Town Hall 10. Max Expos, all 3, max Infernos, one max air defense, some max wizard towers as well. So he's starting, it is getting, this is going to be a good attack to be able to take this base down. Layout wise, it's pretty shocking, you know, it's not great. And what he capitalizes on here, which is fantastic, and I remember watching this raid live now, is great queen walk. This queen walk sets him up for the 3-star, because if you look, he did it. One of those healers immediately started getting hit, but the sweeper actually ended up working to his advantage on this. Here we got a queen on queen. Rage spell there. He's gonna. Because I've let my queen die like that before. I might have panic dropped the ability there, but he holds his nerve. And now he's starting to take down a couple of defences. And this is where the value is going to start kicking in. The queen is down. The king will be going down soon. I don't imagine he's going to be getting the CC pull. So the CC is a slight risk. It's a slightly lower level CC though, which means it can't have like a hound loon or a golem loon or a golem wizard or anything like that. So it's going to be a single. Now, wide golem drop. Presume he's going to do some wizard funnel behind. He's quaking in the first layer. Quaking in is great because it allows you to weaken a couple of defences. So for example, in that quaking, he's weakened both the Inferno Tower and an Expo, which is good value. That'll help him. Now here comes the main attack. The Valkyries are starting to go in. It is a hound in the CC, which means is the perfect clan castle troop for Valk attack. And watch this, they're just going to absolutely slam the core. Great heal spell. Good choice to use it there to freeze that in second Inferno. So far it's textbook. Loving it. Unfortunately the Valks seem to have dodged the Inferno, but it has been taken down eventually. You've now got a Golem being healed, which isn't actually a bad thing because all the air defences are gone. So with that Golem being healed, it's going to give it obviously extra health, and then the wizards, the heroes and everything's going to be able to go longer. But look at this. This raid did come down to the wire on time. Some people were calling that it was going to be a 2-star. I was like, no, looks like a 3. The Valks are quick, and they'll just keep tearing through. Even level 8 walls, they'll just get through them and keep going. And you can see here, it worked out very nicely in the end, and was able to get the 3-star for him, which I'm really happy. It was just a solid attack. So great job there. Loved watching it live. Loved the fact that I'm recapping it now, and love 10 on 10 attacks, I really do. So let's have a look at Hulk. Speaking on 10 on 10, let's have a look at Hulk. So AQ or GoVaHo again, with bases, this is a prime example. Big compartments mean that you can get Valkyries to do a lot of work. What you've got to do, and what the difficulty is on a bait like this, is controlling that, making them go where you want. Where do you want them to go? You want them to get Infernos down as quickly as possible as soon as they're on the battlefield, because Infernos, if they're sort of running circles around them, the Infernos will just melt them and they'll eventually die, or quite quickly die. So you need to get that direct path in, and you need to make sure they don't sort of go off course. So I'm trying to get a good view here, keep it in slightly zoomed in to keep the quality. But queen on queen, enemy queen will go down. The friendly queen, our queen, Hulk's queen will start regaining health now, which is great. It's a good thing to see. Air defense going down, but the CC pull has happened. Beautiful that is, because he's taken the queen down, he's done the CC pull. He's essentially just minimizing his risk as to what could go wrong as soon as those Valkyries hit the battlefield. Breaking at the bottom side there, you can see. And the real question is, another good thing is that break-in was for the queen. You can see here, with the queen still pushing down now and past, she's perfectly created a funnel. It's an opportunity for those Valkyries to go straight into where they need to go, which is into the Inferno Towers. He's got a freeze spell. He's probably going to use it to help them out. Now watch this. It's going to be quick. The Valkyries are going in. Rage. They are through onto that second Inferno. It's another rage spell there, and look at that. Done. Because he funneled it well, it just meant that it was a lot of them are going to have survived, and now that that's happened, they're going to push through the base the other side quickly, take those defenses down, and now you've got the beautiful thing that can happen where your healer switches target and sometimes she can catch Valkyries, but at this time he's got full health healers, Valkyries left, Golem left. It's just come together like an absolute dream, and this is great for me. This is the part of 10 on 10 I love. If you've got a base design that's rubbish like this, you're going to pay for it, because it was such it was an easy 3-star. Hulk made it look easy, but he had a solid plan, and he planned that out, and that you can't argue with that. It was just he minimised the risk by taking down the clan castle, taking down the queen, even though the queen isn't a massive risk to Valks because they'll just kill her in one swing. But that funneling straight in, getting those infernos down as quick as possible, massively helped him out. So let's keep pushing through. Number 5, and Hulk's next attack. So Hulk is bringing a 6-pack, but he took down a Town Hall 11. So impressive work here. Let's check out what he's done and how he's done it. So queen walking is still a massive thing, and it's especially potent when you can, because obviously expos are the biggest threat, when you can find a way to not take on too many expos at once, or not take on too many defenses plus an expo at once. In the last raid, his walk was quite clean. In this one, it's a little bit more difficult because he's got expos doing some damage to him, and defenses, and now a clan castle. So he's going to have to work for it, bring extra rage spells to try and take it down. You saw a little spring trigger there as well. Cheeky little spring placement to try and catch people out on their wall breakers. But he's going to move out of expo range soon. The queen's going to get fully back on health, and there we go. Queen moving back to good health. So what's he going to do? How is he going to get his Valkyries into those air defenses? But not just the air defences, we've got that Eagle artillery as well at play here, because it's a Town Hall 11. It's a good break-in choice there because of the air defence position, and the fact he's not quite in Inferno range yet. But here we go, Golem in. The Eagle artillery is going to immediately target that. How is he going to get those Valkyries and Giants and everything through into there? So, froze the Eagle artillery, smart choice, and the Inferno, able to get both of that one freeze. Rage spell in. Here we go, and there goes the party. One Inferno down, Eagle artillery down, one Inferno down. A second Inferno tower is a single target, so not a massive threat to GoVaHo, because if the Valks can get to it, Wizards on it now. It's down with both of those both of those Inferno towers down now. A lot of Valkyries are still alive. There's a huge split of troops throughout the entire map. You've got your witches going down the bottom side with the queen, so they're going to help tank for her. And I think that's going to be the main reason. In fact, it's the golem. The fact you've got the golem still there, the queen, wizards, and Valkyries all can have a chance to catch up, start taking some defenses down, and while that golem's health while the golem's taking the brunt force of the attack, or the defense, shall we say, of the with the golem starting to go, everything's going to start coming under fire a lot quicker. But already everything's caught up, and there's only a few defenses left to go, and then you're going to be on to the winner. So you have got Giants there as well under heal, and that's the beauty of involving a queen walk, especially if you can find a way that your healers can come back and help you towards the back end of the raid with something like Giants, with a golem, with your Valkyries, with hogs, whatever it might be. So great raid, beautiful, just insane. So good, fair play to Hulk for getting an awesome 6-pack. Apologies. Final raid we're going to show is number 4, which is 2, which means it's going to be an 11 on an 11 just to finish up. Pretty high level Town Hall 11, I guess. Not a few things are not maxed, but the level 2 Eagle artillery. So all the highest value defenses, expos, Inferno towers, Eagle artillery, they're all high level. And that does make a big difference. Even though some of the defences there you look at and they're quite low, or they're Town Hall 9 level, but the fact that he's got a level 2 Eagle artillery makes a huge difference. But he is a Town Hall 11, so with the 11 on 11, let's see how it does. Again, GoVaHo. Not GoVaHo. It's actually Gova or GoEva. So using the I've sort of not been watching what's going on here. Got a break in, guided the Valkyries in, and it's going to come down to good freeze use now, I believe. A couple of rages there. Has used the freeze on that North Inferno Tower. Other Inferno Towers already gone down. Has already dropped the invulnerability of the Warden's shield. The Warden's ability, which is, I can't remember what it's called. I guess if I had a warden, I'd be more focused on it. But in fact, I thought both of the Inferno Towers were down, but they are not. So he's got a couple of Valks left in his clan castle. Sorry, in his army squad. Now, I don't think that was intentional. I think when he dropped all his Valks, he might have just not hit it one too many times, or didn't hold it down to drop them all. I've done it before, got towards the end of a raid and realised I didn't send all my Valkyries in as part of the kill squad, and that it's actually come back and bit me in the ass. But with the fact he's got his Warden and heroes, and the fact he's got his king ability, it's looking pretty good. All that needs to happen now is at some point this queen needs to take a couple of pops at that Inferno Tower just to finish it off, which will help him out by stopping it taking down all his troops. Here it goes. Look, in fact the Inferno's now gone, and we can look at just the final few bits of this raid where and that's it, it's done. So yeah, not the cleanest of attacks, but again, I've said it a few times in this video, a triple is a triple. It's been great to show a nice varied recap from this war. My performance this war was horrendous. I make up for it in the next war, don't you worry. Come back with a vengeance on my Town Hall 9, and get a sick Town Hall 10 attack as well. And I think the other one was a complete wasted attack, but I learned something valuable in that one, and that's that dragons are rubbish. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this recap. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.